like a boss.
Men do want a feminine woman to a certain extent. But like men, too much masculinity in a man turns toxic. Too much femininity in a woman turns toxic, and it's actually very unattractive. The reason why that is because you pretty much become like every other woman. You pretty much try to dial up all your femininity as high as you possibly could, okay? And the thing is that the reason why you're doing that is because you're misunderstanding what men want. You're not looking at it from a man's perspective. What men want in a woman is not a feminine woman. A man wants in a woman who has a little bit of femininity and a little bit of masculinity, because that's natural. I can tell you this. For example, you can ask this to any guy. And whenever he's describing the perfect woman, you'll notice he's not going to just talk about her being feminine. He's going to say, I want a woman who's feminine but also knows how to hang out with the boys. I want a woman who's feminine but also knows how to get dirty. And when he's talking about getting dirty, he doesn't talk about in terms of sex. He's talking about in terms of, it's almost like a reflection of her personality. If you really look inside of your DNA and you really look inside of who you are, you'll notice that it's not just roses and pink, right? Every woman has a little bit of masculinity. That's why whenever you see a woman playing basketball, that's why whenever you see a woman who does any athletics, guys rate women who do athletics, or when you ever see a woman doing anything athletic, guys rate them as more attractive, right? Guys like women who are one of the boys per se. So you want to look inside of yourself. Ask yourself, what is the masculine traits of my personality that's natural to me? Because you're not gonna be fully a masculine, but I can promise you there's a little bit of masculinity deep inside your psyche that you have repressed because you thought society doesn't want that. Right? When I was younger, people thought I was gay, right? Because of the way I dressed, because of the way I acted. But in reality, I was straight as a fucking ruler. But it was just part of my personality to have a little bit of femininity to my personality. It's just how it is, right? And women find that attractive. I remember I had a friend of mine. His name, I forgot his name. It's so many years ago. I think it was Jackson. Tall black guy. When I first met him, I thought he was gay as fuck, right? He dressed in a gay way. He moved in a gay way, right? The whole shebang bang. But when you talk to him, he almost gave the impression of Prince, where you think he's gonna talk like this, but when he talk like this, right? He was a guy that looked gay, but had a very deep voice. Look, ladies, there is charisma that emanates from that type of contradiction. If you're ever in the face of somebody who's phenotypically looks gay or acts gay, but when you talk to them, they act or talk masculine, the friction, the what? He's gay. He looks gay, but he acts masculine as fuck. That friction creates charisma, because you're trying to figure it out. You're like, he's straight, but what? It's attractive. It creates that, what? That, like, you can't, you're like, what? The way he talks and the way he looks don't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Is the charisma, is the attractive element, is what brings people to you out of sheer fascination. But that's the extreme. You can create that friction, that spark of charisma through subtler ways, which is natural to everybody. You just have to look inside. Did you always wanted to play basketball? Did you always wanted to do something that's male, that's like male related? That's not something feminine. Did you always wanted to do that? Go ahead and do it. It's like if a guy always wanted to be a ballerina and he's as straight as a whistle, bro. Go ahead and do ballerina. Even though you're straight, I can promise you're gonna get some ballerina pum pum. You know, go ahead and go do something masculine if you're feminine. And let the man see you do something masculine, or let your man see you do something masculine. You're gonna be a lot more attractive to your man if you do that, because he's gonna say, "Oh my God, that's another side to her personality that I've never seen before." So while every woman out there is trying to be the most feminine as she could, try to have a little bit of masculinity to your personality. Now, a little let me do divulge you something, guys. Let me review to you guys something. I like women who are a little masculine. I really do. And I could be projecting a little bit on this video, but I know this about human nature, is that humans like things that contradict each other. Humans like when a woman acts one way, but looks the other, right? And there was this one girl that I know, I'm not gonna say her name, she's from Europe, and she is super feminine, right? To the point that it's boring. It's like being in a fucking flower shop. It's like, fuck me, it's like this is way too much flowers, right? And you don't stand out that way. You don't stand out looking super feminine, like everything's like a fucking rose. You just don't stand out. It's boring. Have a little bit of that masculinity. It could be that you have more of an extroverted type of personality, which is mostly masculine, right? It could be that you like playing sports in a masculine way. It could be that you are an assertive person. It could be that your role models are males, and so you try to, and so one of your role models is a male. Like, don't, like, if a guy is your role model, like a masculine figure, you're gonna internalize some of their traits, similar to a man. If a man admires a woman, he's gonna internalize some of the traits that he admires from that woman. That's why men who are raised by their parents, by their moms, usually have a feminine trait to them, a feminine streak, right? Because they admire their mothers, they internalized her. So what you want to do is admire certain men and want to aspire to be like them. And you will develop that personality, that assertive, masculine personality, that all you got to do is just have a little bit of hint of it. You don't have to have it all completely. All right? All right, ladies. Anyways, that's what guys want in a woman. Stop being so fucking feminine, because being so feminine also makes you a pushover. Being so feminine also makes you somebody that always says yes, that always that's always like bowing down to the guy, doing everything he says. That makes a guy lose respect for you. The masculine part of your personality should push against people who try to take advantage of you. And this is actually some of the things that I teach in my courses and in this channel, all right? Anyways, this is Alex, your toxic dating coach. If you guys want to learn more about this, go to mindfulattraction.org so you can get one-on-one coaching. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. and how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.